So let's see what kind of readings we get.
Okay, so this is a spin meter. I have seen different brands around town, but the idea is with any of them that you have to use your cell phone. I guess you text a little code somewhere, or no, wait, you do this QR code with your phone, and then it unlocks it for you, and you pay for it, and you're set to go. So obviously you need radio frequency here to do that, because you got to have a phone. So this one is not being used, so I'm just curious. There go the geese. I'm just curious if we're getting anything. So first of all, let me back up and just see what the ambient fields are. Swing my meter around. I can hear a little bit of cell tower in the distance. There is a 5G cell antenna right here, which you can barely see. It's probably about 60 yards away. It does have a 4G antenna on top. There's also a cell tower pretty close in the distance right there, and about a quarter to half a mile over here. So you can't see any of those, but I'm getting just a little bit of those. That's all I can hear. Turn the sound up. Getting about, 200, 300 microwatts per square meter. Now if I come up to the whatever this charger device, so I can immediately hear that little clicking. So that's what that is. That is the signal given off by this guy here. And it's going up to about 1,800, 1,800. Oh, there's a big spike there. So that is, you saw that big spike of 2,700. There's 4,700. Turn the sound down now. So the sound, I turn the sound down so we can do this a little bit better. I'm going to reset it to see what kind of pulses we get. Now, this would remind me of your phone, what a cell phone does if you're not using it. Every 30 seconds or so, it's going to send out a signal to make sure that it's still connected to the tower. So I would assume that is what's going on here. We'll see if we get another one of these spikes. Now I am pretty close to it, which distorts the signal reading a little bit because I'm in the near field rather than in the far field, but it still gives us a good idea. Whoa, there you go, 66,000. Still gives us a good idea of what's coming out of it. So that was maybe 30 seconds or so. So I would say this is pretty similar to what your phone is doing, although I will often get bigger spikes on a cell phone. And now I'm curious if I was like standing on it, writing it, what I would be getting on this side. It doesn't look like it's as much. Maybe because the signal's probably pointed outwards rather than in the back of you. So I'd say that's good. But what we don't know is what is the signal going to be like when it's turned on. So if I wanted to take a ride on this, I'm going to assume that the signals are going to be much higher, but I don't have a cell phone with me. I'm not really interested in getting on that and giving it a go, so I don't know what the frequency signals are going to be while you're riding it. But for those of us that are watching this video, we're probably not taking a ride on these things anyway. But I was very curious, just, sometimes I'll see like 4, 5, 6 of them stacked up and I gotta walk past it to get to where I'm going. And I'm always so curious, like what is that thing doing? So it does look like it's giving out, some pretty high pulses right next to it. You get about 4, 5, 6 feet away, and I'm not really picking that much up off of